Well, let's bring in Andrea in Salt Lake City. Andrea from Salt Lake City. I mean, Andrea, how much can we listen to this stuff about, like, you know, I didn't even want to bring up this Charlottesville thing, but Jessica
I was saying that's the personal low point
foisted it on this conversation. But again, Andrea, have you read the excerpt from the Woodward book? I think, even though it makes Donald Trump, it paints him as a screaming baby, they call him a juvenile.
Grader.
Yes, a fifth or sixth grader. Every example they use is an area where Donald Trump seems to have kind of been proven right. What do you think, Andrea?
Well, first thing I must say is I didn't realize that he was still alive, Bernstein, or Bob Woodward, rather.
Woodward's still alive. Both of them.
Yeah. I astonished. Really an amazing day for learning for me. But the other thing is, they always try and paint him in, as a screaming, raving lunatic, and it's like, wow, thank you for this recruitment propaganda. Like, yeah, all right, fine, I'm on board. I don't really care. I mean, they want to paint him in a negative light, but it doesn't really particularly work.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that he has the perception, Kevin, among his supporters and some of his detractors, some people who think, like, well, look, I don't like his Twitter feed, and sometimes I don't like some of the things he says, but what I do like is that he appears to be kind of upsetting the establishment. And that's, if people like Trump for any reason, it's that. And this Woodward book sketches one example after another that he is causing a lot of these establishment people, even people who work for him, to clutch their pearls and say, oh, no, he's not doing it the way that it's usually done.
Right. And they're panicking because they have their unwritten rule book where if you're part of it, you can be part of it. There's an author who calls it the Potomac two-step. You mess up, we'll cover you, and then you cover someone later on. But now he's not playing by those rules. He's the outsider they never thought would happen. And that's why this big witch hunt, they're going after everyone near him to say, look, anyone tries this again, you will get this. You will lose your house because you have to pay for a lawyer for something you didn't do. That's what's going on.
Well, Paul Manafort did what he got
15 years ago, correct?
Well, he did it, though.
Yes.
Right, okay. And Michael Cohen admitted what he did.
Yep. Flynn?
And George Papadopoulos admitted what he did.
Flynn,
well, the jury's still out on that one, right? Because they're saying that he may have he admitted to lying to the FBI. But I know that they are continuing to look at this.
Yep.
Don Jr. got an email that said, hey, I'm going to butcher her name. So I'm a Kremlin-backed lawyer. I'd love to come and give you some dirt on Hillary. And he said, come on over, right?
That's fine. And there's nothing illegal.
Well, we'll see what happens with the Mueller investigation. But to your point, if all of this is fine, why are his poll numbers? And I take it you don't believe in polls because you said something like, I talk to people in the middle of the country and they're fine with this.
That's a good question, Jessica. Why are his poll numbers
so bad?
No,
okay.
I mean,
they're not bad.
They're slipping. He's 60% disapproval, 3%
we know what you
approval
think already,
with blacks.
Jessica. Go ahead.
All right, first of all, they're not slipping. Number two, I'm the only person that predicted Trump wins the general and takes Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, because I'm the only person that went around to those states and talked to large groups of people.
I didn't give him Pennsylvania. In the map that I colored with my kids' crayons, it's still on my wall because I'm proud of it, but he only won 270 to 269 or something, 271 or whatever it is. I don't know what it was. He only won by a couple in my map because I didn't give him Pennsylvania, but you gave him Pennsylvania and Wisconsin?
I didn't work in Wisconsin. I couldn't call that one.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I promise you, if we go into anyone's background, including Jessica, who's now checking her phone.
Oh, no, I'm just looking at Electoral College stuff.
If you were to do that, I promise someone could find an unpaid parking ticket in your past or something.
Not that.
Something, because that's what they do. I promise you, anyone out there. Are you
talking about, large-scale tax evasion and bank fraud is the same as an unpaid parking ticket?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying everyone has something.
Well, fine, but
I think what we understand,
Bob Mueller doesn't even care about, for instance, all the some things like the number of women that Donald Trump has cheated on his wives with.
Both you guys keep hitting the table. You guys with your finger pointing.
But
Jessica,
look, mine are blue.
No, tap the table and sit in. It doesn't sound good. It causes a little bump.
I'm sorry.
We can hear it on the
why don't you blame Kevin, too? He's been dancing around.
No, you're both doing it. But it's just
both sides do it,
when
Tom.
Jessica does it, I've got to call her on.
It screams.
Andrea, thanks for the